Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes, and you know who's here. The same people that are here every week. First off, we got Mr. Rich Cooley. What's going on, Rich?
Howdy ho. How's everybody?
I'm doing good, man. You smoking some meat out there today?
No. I'm actually working on my gold trailer.
Oh, you're working on the trailer again?
Yep, working on the trailer. I got it just about done. I put 2 new tires on it, redid the lights, working on the tailgates at the back. I had to cut the pins off so I can do quick release pins.
Uh-huh.
I think that my trailer's too small. It's 6x12. Now I needed like 6x14.
Right.
So I'm going to have an overhang at the back. So I need to be able to remove my tailgates so they don't drag going down the road.
Sure.
So I'm working on that right now, which I think I got it pretty much figured out. I got to get one of the clevises re-welded because it's broke. So
okay.
I get that fixed, then I'll either decide to either remove them or just tie them up.
Gotcha. But it's going to work.
Strap them up and strap them tight to the
Right.
back of the trailer so they don't fall down. And that way I don't have to remove them and all that. And
Right. But the key is that everything's going to fit on it, right?
Okay. Yeah, the dredge fits right in the trailer, and everything will fit in the trailer and along the side of the trailer and or the back of the truck. So I'll be good.
You'll be set then. You got it.
Yep.
It is a design in progress, right?
Now all I need to do is get my air stuff yet. I got to get the tank and some hoses and regulator, and I should be ready to rock.
Oh, sweet.
Now I got to test it all out and make sure it's good to go.
Uh-huh.
I'll test it in the garage probably.
Well,
so.
yeah, but it's getting close to where you can actually test it in the creek, right?
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
Soon,
Really,
right?
I have one around to do that, so
I know.
unless we get a real big rain, I can get down to the pond down there, our retention ponds, and put it in that. But I can do it better just in my garage with a big trash can of water.
Oh, can you? Is it easier?
Oh yeah, I just put the motor bracket on sawhorses and screw them down to the sawhorses on a plank of wood. Hook the hoses up, put them in a big trash can, fill it up with water, fire it up. Have somebody hold on the hoses so they don't shoot out. But
Oh, that's cool.
I can run the pump that way and test it, make sure there's no leaks in the pump, and make sure the air compressor works. And it's a good way to test the pump out.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome, then. You're be set. I mean, I think the trailer was a big key, though, you getting that figured out.
Yeah, I think I got it pretty much squared away now.
To where, that was going to work for you,
Yeah, I just got to get one thing hinged yet, so.
Mm-hmm. Nice, brother. Cool. Well, you're set. I can't wait to see it when it's done,
Yeah.
I mean, you can get your four-wheeler and your dredge on there.
Yeah. I can get my 4-wheeler and my 4x6 trailer on there.
Okay. All right.
I got about an overhang in the back, about 2 or 3 feet, but
okay.
it's all good.
Gotcha, brother. Well, I'm glad you're getting that set up. Getting it set up, you will be ready when the time comes. I know you. It will be finished and done.
Yep, I got to check my equipment yet and take my Easy Up out. I might be getting rid of that one and buying a new one. Depends.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's had some heavy winds and rains the past couple of years, and it's frame's getting pretty bad on it, so I might have to junk it and get another one.
Gotcha. I gotcha. That makes
But
sense.
tonight, Cooley's Corner, we're going to go with part 3. We're going to be talking about some equipment and different stuff about prospecting.
All right, cool. That'll be interesting, man. Looking forward to it as always, And I know you was telling us pre-show that you might not be able to make it to some upcoming Wednesdays because
Yeah, because I got too much stuff going on Wednesday nights at work. So
but this way your fans will know where Rich is. So this way, just in case people know you're just busy. And we understand.
I'm still here, just not on Wednesday nights.
We know it, brother.
No.
And we thank you. We thank you. That's for sure. All right, Rich, we'll be talking to you here in a few minutes and looking forward to some Cooley's Corner tonight.
Okay.
Thanks for being here, brother.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, also joining us, we got our very own Miss Kathleen Biffle. What's going on, Kathleen?
Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
We had a really exhausting weekend, but it was really, really fun.
Uh-huh.
And I just have to say that this ranks up to one of the better ones.
Oh, you're going to share with us what you did?
Well, of course I am. I don't know if any of you follow us.
Oh, yeah, we all do.
Facebook or Instagram, or YouTube.
We all do. We stalk you guys. Are you kidding me?
Creepy, man.
Ain't it creepy, Shad? It's like, ooh, Kathleen and Shad posted something. Ooh, I got to go see what
it was so fun. I mean, it was kind of a last-minute thing. I had, both of us are super busy,
right.
And the weekend was fast approaching, and we wanted to try to get out with Dennis, but with other family issues coming up, that wasn't possible. But we had already planned on going somewhere, so we decided that we would still wander over to Indiana.
Oh, okay, nice.
So we did the panning thing and the crevicing thing, and we did really well. Actually, I was really impressed.
Nice.
But,
yeah, it looked good. I liked them pictures.
The conditions couldn't have been better. It was, I don't know, it was just perfect. The weather, it was like 70 degrees or something.
Oh, I know. So nice, wasn't it?
Even today, when it
Yes.
was kind of cloudy, it was still 70.
Yep.
It was nice.
That is awesome. So you went to you went to Indiana. Where'd you go, to one of them state forests?
Yeah, we went to the Owen Putnam, and the directions, Dennis. Found where you told us to.
Can you tell
Hey,
us?
don't blame me, blame Shad.
Can you tell us a little bit about these
I
directions?
blame both of you.
The name of the road that goes from 2 lanes to 4 lanes and opens up is I-70, a major interstate. And go to the gravel road where the big rock pile is.
No, turn at the pile of rocks.
Oh my
Go
God!
across 2 roads to go through the water.
Dennis was
What
making us a treasure
directions
map.
is that?
Yeah, and we failed.
He had all these symbols, and we didn't get it. But we did still find a place, Dennis, and thank you so much for the suggestion. But we found a really nice little spot, and I mean, I was in like crevice heaven.
Oh, nice!
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Very cool.
And I got to use the hand dredge on some of those crevasses.
Uh huh.
And that was the fruit of... I posted a picture of our fruit of our labors yesterday. And today, it was pretty much just, collecting as much as we can before it rained.
Well, sure. Get you some material.
Bringing it home.
And bringing it home.
Get you some material to bring home. That's right. Heck yeah. So, now you didn't take the camper out, right?
No, it's still getting below 30 degrees at night, although I think
we're done with
I think
that.
we're done.
Okay.
Because we just decided that we would just go ahead and hotel it. And Shad came across this place, and I had no idea about it, and I loved it. I don't know if you've ever been there, Dennis, but it's the Canyon Inn out there on McCormick Creek State Forest. Have you ever been there, Dennis? Dennis?
We might have lost him again. I'm sure that was that little...
No, I'm sitting there talking away, and I had No, I haven't been there.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous, and for the price, you couldn't have asked for anything better because it was only like $15 more than a regular motel.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and it was an old sanitarium, and when I say sanitarium, I don't mean like asylum.
Right.
It was more of a people were mentally ill. Well, back then it was like if you had depression, you were mentally ill, I guess. And so a lot of people went there like as a spa, to relieve anxiety or depression. And I don't know. They say it's haunted, but when we were there, I feel that like the building itself isn't haunted more than the grounds are very, very mystical. I was they have this big canyon that you can hike down, and they have waterfalls, and it's just amazing. You can't prospect there because it's protected, but it was just going down there, and it just recharged your batteries. It really did. That was really fun. And finding gold too, shoot, that was a good weekend.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I felt that it worked out, and we were able to have a nice weekend.
Oh, see, and that's cool. That's what I mean. You got to get out in the 70-degree weather.
And we want to soak up the East Coast as much as we can in the Midwest, because in a couple years we probably can't come back here as easily, to prospect. I mean, sure, we'll come see family, but to bring equipment and everything else, I mean, that's going to be difficult, and we'll be out west. So
right. So you gotta.
There you go, Dennis. You have a hidden gem
right in your backyard, Dennis.
I wish I could have made it.
You guys would love that. And I swear we had a little waitress at the restaurant inside the inn. She looked just like Ellie. I was like, is that Dennis's daughter? Did she get a job?
Uh-oh.
She looked a lot like her. I was like, oh, wow.
That's Ellie's doppelganger, right?
Doppelganger, for sure.
Such a weird name for somebody that looks like somebody. That's your doppelganger. Who came up with that? Well, I'm glad you got to go, And you sound amazing tonight, You sound happy.
Because of how busy and stressful I am, I feel really good.
You sound it. You sound like... That's why this is good for you to do every weekend, It's the therapy you need, Well,
the next couple weeks, we got things going on. Like this coming weekend, we won't be able to go out. We've got to visit a college for one of our daughters.
Harvard?
No.
Wow.
But, it's something that is exciting. And then on Saturday, the Ohio Koi Ltd., they're having their open house.
That's right.
And they have like over 200 Japanese koi they are going to have available. So I'm going to want to go to that.
Oh, of course you are.
Yeah.
You've got to go and check them out.
We got a full day. We've got, So there is one koi that I'm waiting to buy, and I'm not going to buy any more until I find it. And I hear that they got some, so I'm looking forward to getting my Showa.
Is that what it's called? The Showa?
It's called a Showa.
A Showa. The Showa must go on. Okay.
The Showa must go on.
I think you have to have that one. That's a must-have for your koi collection.
That's it. We're done after that. No more.
That's what you said like 2 koi ago.
Well, one of the fish had babies, so...
Right. But it's a goldfish. It doesn't count.
He don't count. No, he don't count.
The goldfish may not come with us to Arizona.
Oh, come on.
They're the ones that will stock it and leave behind.
He should be the one that's more special than anything, because he came there. And he survived. He's still surviving?
Well, there's 2 others that still survived. They're
really?
Tiny, but they're still kicking.
They survived the polar vortex.
I'll be darned.
I think they ate the other ones that weren't as developed.
Right. They always eat the weak.
That's how they survived. Cannibalized.
They eat the weak. Yeah, that's what happens. The weak do not survive in Kathleen's koi pond.
And this koi farm is within 5 miles from our house?
That is really cool.
I had no idea.
Well, heck,
the other one's like a 2-hour drive we've gone to.
Wow.
But this was only really close, and in the fall they have a thing where they harvest the koi from the mud ponds that you can go see. I'm going to go see that this year.
Right.
Totally.
Oh, that'll be cool. Nothing wrong with that.
And I got to feed my koi for the first time.
You're feeding them now.
Water temperature is where it needs to be, and I'm not feeding them a lot. They're still getting a plant-based wheat germ, and they can't have protein yet. But
gotcha. Well, at least it's that time. They're eating now, so they're just going to get more active every day with this warmer weather finally coming, so that's cool. So,
yep.
What is the essential oil of today?
Oh, well, today is good old-fashioned black pepper.
Good old-fashioned black pepper. Wasn't it Black Pepper Wednesday, too? I think it was, wasn't it?
It wasn't this past Wednesday.
It wasn't?
No, it was something else. But this one, I ran out of it because I use it so much.
Uh-huh.
So I had to wait to get more. But I'm back to bathing in it because it's so freaking good.
All right. See how good it is, everybody? You heard it. You heard it from Kathleen.
It relieves your aches and pains, which I have a ton because crevicing is hard work.
So you just dabbing a little bit of this black pepper on, right?
Yes. Okay. And, you dilute it in coconut oil, and you can rub it, like, all over if you want.
Okay.
You could put it on your aches and pains.
Okay.
Like, wherever you're hurting.
And I know half of
Shad's
these...
knees.
Yes, the knees.
See? Listen, guys.
It helps.
Everybody
when are you
listening.
people going to get on board?
I know, right? That's what I'm trying to tell them. It's like, I know all these guys listening tonight, I guarantee you they got aches and pains from digging. And all they got to do is click this link and get some of this stuff, and they'll be relieved. I mean, you don't need a doctor. You need to click that link and get you.
And it eases, cravings.
And you'll smell good.
You'll smell good. You'll lose weight. You'll feel better. You'll look younger. It's amazing.
We quit smoking.
Look it.
Well, I quit smoking with it. I don't know if Shad used it. I put some on him, but I don't think he knew. But it helps cravings when you're... And now that it's warm outside, I haven't smoked since January, but it kind of makes you want to smoke because it's a habit.
Right. Oh, of course, when you're outside in the warmth. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean... And so I'm smelling it a lot more these days.
I think of this as like, this fits like if we was back in the 1800s, 1890s, all these prospectors, we'd be like the snake oil salesman.
Pretty much.
We got this essential oil that you have to rub on your achy joints. And
I would be the either a pharmacist or a medicine man.
Just think, if you click that link and get some oils, you'll be able to find more gold.
That's right.
And I'm sure Tim actually got some of that oil rubbing it on his shoulder.
Oh,
that he's waiting to get surgery
as
on,
we speak. It's the only thing that gets me through the shows is rubbing that oil on my shoulder.
It doesn't cure anything. It just helps.
It helps.
It's no substitute for a doctor.
It just helps me get through it. You're right. It's like, I'm good.
And if you suffer from like anxiety, depression, things like that, aromatherapy, there's a lot to be said about that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I vouch 100%.
Mm-hmm. And that's all they gotta do is click that link.
Yep.
And if they need any guidance, all they gotta do is message you, and
sure,
you will guide them right through it to what they need for what ails them. So be sure and check that out. I mean, it's a must-see website. I mean, you gotta go there. So check it out today. Well, Kathleen, I am so glad you got to get out and do some crevicing and just get out and away from work and just take your mind off things. And
yeah, it was a very, very spiritual awakening, if you will. I had a really, really good day.
I am glad. I am glad. So glad. Very, very happy for you.
Well, it's great to be here, guys.
It's
and
great
I'm very
to have
excited.
you. Well, thank you for being here as always, Kathleen. Always. Yep. We appreciate it, and we're glad you're here tonight, and thank you for being here. Okay?
Yep.
All right. Also joining us, we got the other half of the Biffles. We got Shad Biffle. What's happening, Big Shad?
Well, I have an epiphany, because we did a lot of reflection this weekend, and I realized that Sunday nights is kind of a love-hate thing, right?
Uh-huh.
You love because Prospectors Radio is on live every Sunday.
Right.
You hate it because tomorrow you got to go to work.
Right.
Thanks for reminding me, Shad.
Well, good. I wanted to ruin your day, too. But I want to make every day's better by having, being on Prospectors Radio.
That's right.
That's right.
It's where you got to be. Got to be here, right? Listening, enjoying it. And
that's right, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out where the heck Kathleen was all weekend, because I sure wasn't around.
What do you mean? Wait a minute, why wasn't you around? You were there.
I was stuck driving somebody around looking for a place.
Oh, you were following them treasure map directions, right? That's kind of what those directions sound like, a treasure map Dennis would draw up.
I didn't know I had to break out the crayons.
X marks the spot, Shad. Remember?
Well, I would have liked the crayons. I would, honestly, anything would have helped, man. He finally sent me a picture of the map, and I was like, oh my God, we're on the opposite side of where we need to be. So, he said, we should go. If we do, the place to go is after you cross the second creek, there's a pull-off on the right. It's the second creek. Then you walk back to the creek about 100 feet.
Gotcha.
I don't know about the name of the roads. All I know is you cross over, actually drive through 2 creeks.
Shad was like, okay, we were driving, and him and Dennis were communicating, and I was like, didn't you, get this squared away before we drove 4 hours?
I did. I thought I had a good directions, man.
Yeah, you thought?
Needless to say, I got a little grumpy.
So she put some oils on and was happy as can be, everybody. So, hey, if you're arguing with your significant other, just throw some oils on them, and they'll be fine.
She just splashes you with oil as you're driving.
I do.
And herself.
And herself. It's like, he's getting grumpy. Let me splash some oil on him. Yeah. Everything will be fine then, Shad, right? Everything
That's right.
is fine.
But no, seriously, it was a great weekend. It was good to be out and new areas and, something that, once the season really gets going, warms up, we're dredging, we may not be able to get away and see some of these other places as much. So it was a great time, and the place we stayed at was awesome. The grounds, the canyons there are just beautiful. I took Kathleen off trail climbing down the cliff's edge. Which kind of freaked her out at first, but then we did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we wandered.
And then we walked over and went up the steps, which were harder.
They actually had steps, so we took the long way down.
I was like, I don't want to go down the steps. Let's find a different way.
Easy.
Let's just climb down the cliff.
Yeah, let's do it the hard way.
With a selfie stick.
That's right. Got to get those pictures while you're doing it, or it didn't happen.
Oh, I got some good photos.
Right, or it don't count. Yeah.
Exactly.
It don't. It does not count then. That's for sure.
But while we were wandering around, the OTS Guardian full face mask has arrived.
Yay.
The what has? The what has?
The whole diving mask has arrived.
Oh, it has?
Yep. And it's a beauty.
I'll post a picture of Shad on it.
I'm already starting to get used to it. I was wearing it while watching TV when we got home.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you was watching TV with it on?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Really
I'm just glad it has one of the valves on the side of the mask that you twist so you can breathe when you're not in water. Because I was like, man, it's hot in here. I turned that, opened it up. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'll just keep wearing it. Freak the dogs out a little bit.
Yeah, the dogs were freaked.
Oh, I bet they was. I bet they was, They'd have to be. Shad going... Right?
That's right.
That's crazy, brother. That is crazy. So is it everything you expected?
We'll find out when we get underwater.
Okay.
But
you're not even going to try it in the tub?
That's a good idea.
Ain't it?
We can actually just go to Allen
Why don't I
Creek.
just go in the koi pond?
Or you could do that.
I can dive with the fishies.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a really good
Clean
idea.
up the bottom of the pond for me.
That's a good idea. We'll just set up the dredge pump and compressor, and
Yep.
there we go.
Oh, hell, brother. That is too cool. That would be really neat. And take the camera down there with you.
Exactly.
Heck yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. So go for it. I want to see this. This would be a good one. So how was your gold finding, Shad? Did you do good?
Yeah, did good. It was a good time. It was neat working the crevices, flipping up some bedrock chunks, and, poking around other areas. So, Yep.
Going back there? Plan on going back? Anything like that?
Oh, I'm sure eventually we'll head back there. Don't know when, but we definitely want to when we do make it back out, stay at the same place, but just take the camper and stay on the ground so we have more area to roam.
Right.
Definitely.
I got you.
But yeah, cool. We'll definitely go back sometime. It's a beautiful place. I mean, those state parks out there are really nice to visit, and you can find some good gold. And you just got to make sure you know how you can pan, because you can't use a sluice or anything. So
right, and you got to get their permit.
Got to get the free permits, and you got to make sure your permits usually are only good for 1 or 2 parks, which they specify. So if you go somewhere else, double check, make sure you get the right permit at the other one before you go.
Right. All right. Cool. Well, good to know. I've always wanted to go down there and check it out. You know, heard a lot of good things about it.
You know, you need to go to that little inn.
Okay.
You know, take the lady friend and
or just go by yourself.
Right.
It's very, very relaxing.
Okay, I got you. Pretty cool.
Not very expensive either.
No, I would like that. I think that'd be an interesting place to check out. You know, definitely do. So I'll put that one in my book, right? You know, and maybe we'll get down there this summer. Yeah, hopefully.
Cool.
Hopefully, if I do, I'll get directions from you, Shad.
Yeah.
You know, this way I kind of know where I'm going. That would.
I'll make sure to tell you what color the rocks are.
I appreciate it, and how high the pile is. Yeah.
And how high the pile is.
Yeah, I need a little more info on the rock pile thingy. Well, cool, Shad. Now, I bet you got your precious metal on your birthdays tonight, don't you?
Oh, yeah, you know it. Right. Definitely. And, you know, the metal prices have been kind of a little funky lately, unfortunately. Gold seems to be pretty flat lately. It did fall $1 to $1,292. Silver fell 5 cents, but still holding at $15.08. Platinum moved $1, but it's sitting at 901. So that's the highest it's been in, you know, a few months actually for platinum. Now palladium, that one's dipped back down last week after Wednesday. You know, it peaked back up and it dove, and then it's up $3, sitting at 1,360. So it looked like it was going to kind of start going back up, and it decided it had other plans.
Gotcha.
Now rhodium, oh my, this one fell again by $295, but it's still $3,030.
Okay.
So it's still up there, but yeah, it took a tumble, to say the least.
Got it. My silver. My silver. You know?
Yeah, your silver is, I don't know.
I just keep hoping.
I mean, if it drops to 14, I'm going to buy something just hold on to.
Well, if it drops to 14, you know it'll go back to 15.
Exactly.
But
you make $1 profit right away.
I want to see big leaps and bounds from that. You know, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. You know, when is it going to happen? Right?
That's right. Well, I'm ready for birthdays.
Are you? Is Dennis, you singing tonight?
Always. Well,
are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Take it away then.
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Damn. You haven't gotten that record contract yet?
Not yet.
I don't know. I don't know what they're waiting on. You know, I see you as the next Justin Timberlake out there. You know? Go for it, Shad.
All right. I just had an image in my head.
I know.
All right, it's April 7th.
He's bringing sexy back.
He is. Mercy.
All right, April 7th, we have Ashley Slack, Crazy Crusher, Dave Gale Sr., Dave Timpany, Dave West, Gary Connor, Harry, Jerry Culver, Marlon Dow Jones II, Nav and Robert Martison, Steve Bland, and Terry Solomon. And tomorrow we have Bart Camberare, Dave Rechtenwald, Joseph Otto, Les Lloyd, and Tall Guy Fry.
Tall Guy Fry?
Fry. Yep.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
That's right. So happy birthday. And tonight,
happy birthday.
I am going to take a look and highlight Terry Solomon.
Oh, very cool.
Yep. So he has been a part of the site since, good God, I go back to the mid-2000s, I believe. I forget now, and I looked just a little bit ago. This is why I don't want to plan ahead when I do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But Terry, as you all know, he's from White Plains, New York, so an East Coaster. He enjoys placer gold prospecting.
Mm-hmm.
Belongs to the Weaver, Why Not, and Road Runners clubs. And how did he find the site? Take a guess. How did he do it?
Me.
He got very lucky.
Oh, well, that's better yet.
But you're on the right track. It was from the web.
Okay.
Internet. On the net.
On the net.
And what types of equipment does he use? A Tesoro, Mine Lab, Arizona Desert Gold dry washers, and Garrett.
Cool.
So yeah, he's been a member of the site for a long time, pretty active. There's even a picture not too long ago where he got his Gold Prospector Space hat.
That's right.
And he even said, the new hat makes him look days younger.
That's cool.
So check him out. Be a friend. He's our member birthday highlight of the week.
Heck yeah. Happy birthday, Terry, and happy birthday, everybody.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done.
You sure?
Birthday.
Drop the
Mic
mic.
drop. I'm
mic
out.
drop. You're done. All right. Well, Shad, thank you for being here, brother. And thank you for the birthdays and precious metal prices. Appreciate it. All right. And last but not least, the Indiana Gold Hunter, the map drawing machine, Mr. Dennis Dayton. What's happening, Den?
Oh, not a whole lot. I just I wish I could have got out. Really, I was really looking forward to going prospecting with Shad and Kathleen, but unfortunate events, that's when my aunt passed away on my wife's anniversary, and then we had the showing on Friday, and the funeral was Saturday, so, I didn't make it out, and of course, they were calling for rain. When I got up this morning, it was actually kind of raining, and I thought, because I was going to try to go out, and I thought, no, I ran some material that I had from a buddy of mine, some dredge cons yesterday, and then ran some Roaring Camp stuff today. So I just kind of tinkered around the house and just played with some dirt that I had.
Oh, well, that's cool. And wait, what was that dirt you had that won from our friend Ronnie McCoy? What was that?
Dredge cons.
Ah, so I didn't know he was doing dredge cons now.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
Oh yeah, it was really sweet. The thing was loaded.
It looked like it. It looked really nice.
Yeah. It had the big chunky stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was really impressed.
That's
so,
cool. That is cool.
I didn't get to get out, but I did get to play with some dirt.
Uh-huh. Right.
Spent time with the family since all of my family was in. Mom and dad, both my brothers and my sister, they were here, and so just spent time with them, and when I got home, played with a little bit of dirt.
Was your brothers impressed?
Yeah, actually, they actually got to see it, live, and of course I'm, let my brothers kind of scoop some of it in there, and they said instead of watching me on YouTube, they actually wanted to see it happen, and they were, of course, just to watch their eyes light up when they, you start to pan it down and show the gold.
Right.
They were pretty impressed, so.
That is cool. I see. They didn't get the gold bug like you, huh?
No. Well, I tell you what, my youngest brother, he's already saying, when did you say you was going to Idaho? He's maybe thinking about taking a vacation for a week and coming out and hanging out with me for a week and when we go dredging out there.
Well,
So
that would be cool,
yeah,
wouldn't it?
it would be cool.
You know, get your brother started on this and get him, following in your footsteps, so to speak. That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah, I wish I could have got my kids to follow my footsteps, but
well, I know, but
that never happened. But it looks like my grandson. He loves it.
Go.
I mean, if I'm tinkering around here, he likes to help Grandpa. So
there you go.
I think I might still be able to keep it in the family and keep it going. So maybe he can pick up where I leave off. So.
Right. It just might have skipped a generation. Right.
Yeah, I think it did. I think it did.
Trust me, man. I know. Same way here. My kid's not interested in it at all.
Oh yeah.
That's weird, ain't it?
It is weird,
But, my dad, he always dreamed of, getting out metal detecting and stuff, even though he never did because he just worked himself to death. But, my dad loved that sort of thing, and I do. But my kids, nope.
Nope, not at all.
Nope, no desire at all.
That's what usually happens, That.
I think if it fell out of the sky, they wouldn't have no desire for it.
I don't know. Chad, is Shane still into prospecting?
Kind of.
We're going to bring him out a few times throughout this season.
Good.
Yeah.
He's he's really tall now, and his voice sounds like Shad.
Oh, so yeah.
If that tells
He's
you anything.
hitting, yeah, so that's right.
So pretty much she's developing into a sexy beast like his father.
Oh my,
Oh, my God.
No, both of the boys sound like Shad, and then I'll be talking, and then they'll answer, and I think it's Shad.
Well, see, I tell the boys now. I said from now on, if Kathleen says something, just say, "Okay, all right, yeah." That way, I just have to walk away. I get away from it. I can hide.
And
for a
I
little
fall
while.
for it.
They can cover for him now. That's
See?
funny.
So you still got your grandson then, Dennis. It's not too late, right?
No, it's not too late.
Right.
Yeah, hopefully this coming weekend is gonna, get me out. I plan on getting out no matter what.
Right.
Come hell or high water, I'm gonna be going somewhere away from home.
I gotcha. Get out there and go. Right. I
I
think it's gonna be nice next weekend, so you should be good.
Oh yeah,
should be.
Yeah, the place that Shad and Kathleen went, man, there's some really nice gold in that.
Yeah,
in that state forest, really nice
I've
gold.
always heard there was. Yeah.
That's why I was trying to tell them where to go. Go here. You got to go here.
Follow my map.
But yeah, follow my map. Here, just let me take a picture of the actual map.
It's hard work, but it was fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. But it paid off for you.
Oh yeah.
That's what's cool.
Yep.
That's right there.
Good looking gold. They got some good gold. I'm proud of them. I'm glad they did good. So
it's that spring gold.
Dad.
You got that nice spring gold. It's like, yeah, you got in there and cleaned it out before Thomas gets there. Sorry, Thomas. No sense going there now. Right? Kathleen and Shad got it all.
they cleaned out.
They cleaned it out. Cleaned every crack out of that state forest. Empty in 2 days. They're the best.
I doubt it. The Buffalo invasion of Indiana.
Buffalo's invaded Owen Putnam State Forest.
Oh yeah.
So Dennis, I know you had, you had a funeral to go to, which we're sorry to hear about. With you lost a relative, and so that's why you didn't get out this weekend.
No.
But next weekend is your weekend.
Oh yes, it is definitely my weekend, and I have no idea where I'm going or anything, but I know I'm going somewhere.
Somewhere.
So I know Dave Brown's listening.
Oh yeah.
So we actually had planned on to drag him with me to go prospect with Shad and Kathleen, but that didn't pan out. So hopefully he's listening, so we can. I'm going with or without him. So one way or the other, I'm out of here. I'm gone.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You know what I mean?
Might even have to make a trip to Ohio.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I've been wanting to get back there and get my dredge and get it warmed up.
Well, it's coming.
Yeah,
it is.
It is. But I tell you what, though, I know on tonight's segment of Lost Treasures, I'm going to be doing Lost Treasures in Idaho.
Oh, Idaho tonight.
Idaho, where we're going. Yep, where we got the claims, and so there's not many in Idaho. I mean, not like there was in Ohio, but there's some lost treasures there. So I've got the segment on that, and I got my notepad ready just in case, because I know I was glad kind of Kathleen put me on a quest to find out some information. So, and I think that's really cool because now I can actually do the research and then come back and either say, yes, I found it, or here it is, or I couldn't find nothing. So.
Oh, what? You couldn't find nothing?
No. I'm just saying I'll be able to either come back and report that I found out what they were asking about or looking for.
Hey, I see. Thank you for
clarifying. See, you're following one of my maps again there.
Yeah, I was. I was like, brought to you by the letter 4.
Letter 4, yes. And it is brought to you by the letter 4 on tonight's Lost Treasure.
We need to get a shirt that says that. Brought to you by the letter 4.
That's a good idea.
We should. Or a hat or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, my God.
But what I really want to know is, how's Tim doing?
Tim is hanging in there, I was glad for a nice weekend. I got to take my car to the car wash.
Oh, I'm glad you did, but I bet you it was just killing you not being able to wash it yet.
Yeah, it made me smile, though, to get it clean. And, and just made me happy. It's like, you know me, I'm just weird. And other than that...
No, that's exciting. You got to wash your car.
It's exciting to me.
I can really see like that in the spring. It's fun.
It is. It's exciting to me. And it's like, now I'm going to do the girlfriend's car. I'll get hers run through, just cleaned up. It's like, yeah, it's cool. It's rough with one hand, because usually I wax on with the left and wax off with the right. That didn't
and the nice thing
right,
is when you went out to do your car, at least you got to come back with a crock pot full of hot dogs ready to eat and chili,
And you know what? You know what I had today? Chili dogs.
See, that's what I mean.
Mac
your
and
crock
cheese.
pot's coming to use after all.
Chili dogs and mac and cheese, baby. It was like a kid's meal. It was like, I love it.
I hate washing cars.
What do you hate, Rich? Washing cars? Oh, God.
Yeah, because I got 4 of them.
Well, if I had 4 cars, I'd probably hate it, too.
You only pick. That's when you only pick one that you favor out of all of the rest, because that's what we do. We don't wash the truck ever.
Oh, you don't? Oh my God, you guys are so bad.
Not as much as the other one.
Oh my God, that's so bad. You guys. You pick your favorite. I'm sure.
Yeah, the truck is supposed to be beat up.
That's right.
Ours
it's a truck.
It's dings.
It's a truck. I know.
It is. And inside, like Shad's got that thing looking like the garage.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
it's looking like a truck.
It gives your truck character. It does. It's a.
The seats ain't clean at all.
Right. And in your car is nice. And I've been in your car. Your car's clean and spotless.
It's immaculate.
It's the way it should be. Smelled nice. Smelled like essential oils. It's just perfect.
That's right.
And I remember when you got the truck, it was clean then, but I haven't seen it lately. But it's all good,
Yeah, good. But hey,
but I'm good.
Actually, Dennis. I know as I'm getting ready to talk about this, and you get the link ready. As soon as we get this link posted in the chat room, we've got the 2 names of the winners of the Patreon.
Oh yes, we do.
For March, and just to let everybody know, come check it out. Come join the Patreon family. Check out just click on the link. Come check it out. If you make a $10 pledge, that puts you into all the monthly giveaways, and or anything else that we host or anything. It for our premium patrons just check it out. It's a really good family, and as we get bigger, we're gonna have better giveaways and bigger giveaways, and you never know what else we're gonna have. So
that's right. And I got the names. If you
why
want
don't you
them.
give me the names and I'll write them down here, Tim?
You want me to send them, or should I announce them?
Yeah, let's go ahead and announce the names of the 2 winners for March for our patron draw. Okay. I'll write them down. That way you can send me the addresses.
So let's do the first one. Will be for what you call it.
Let's go with the DCAM.
The DCAM, okay, and that. Yeah. All right, I had the 2 names wrote down. No particular order. So first name is Brian James. Brian James gets the DCAM.
Yep, but he will have to get him an SD card though.
Okay, well they don't come with them usually. Yeah.
Nope.
And then so the other thing is the pinpointer.
Yes, sir.
And that will be going to John Hunt Jr. So congratulations, guys. If you're listening, send us a message with your address. If not, I'll send you an email and get your address. So
and
then I'll get
and
it to
what
Dennis.
is it? What is it we're giving away for this month, Timmy?
What did we say we was doing, Dan?
We're gonna do another pinpointer.
Another pinpointer,
and then also a bag of some unsearched pit cons from the pit.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we're going to be giving away for the month of April, right?
Yep.
That's
so,
for sure. So
you want in on the monthly giveaways? Like I said, just click on that link and become a premium patron, and you're in. You're in like.
Hang on 1 second, old buddy, old pal.
Uh-oh.
You know what? For this next month, we're going to throw in some Buffalo hordes, so 3 prizes.
Sweet!
Hey, there we go.
Oh, well, very cool. Thank you, Shad and the Wandering Buffaloes. Shad, Kathleen. Thank you, Kathleen.
I have some horde,
some
pit,
horde goals,
and
pinpointer. Man, very cool. That is awesome. So congratulations, guys. And don't forget, we'll be announcing our Crony Club winner tonight, too, for the awesome Crony Club beanie. Yeah, you can wear it still, and then you can wear it next winter, or you can just wear it every day in the summer. Be different, right?
Awesome.
Why not? Yeah. Cool, Dennis. Well, thank you, brother. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Shad and Kathleen. That's awesome.
Yeah, heck yeah.
You are welcome.
Very awesome. Thank you. And the patrons, thank you. I thank you. The show, thank you. We all thank you. So, thanks, guys. Dennis, you too. Dennis, Kathleen, Shad, great job, you guys, with the patrons, and keep up the good work.
And during the segment, if for some reason if my internet goes out again, which went out twice in pregame, I'm going to get on my phone and jump back on through my phone. So,
okay,
just to let everybody know, if I'm talking away and I lose it goes out. This is supposed to be ATT high speed internet, and all of a sudden it goes out twice on me already, and it was today. So if it goes out again, I'm getting on my phone and coming back on.
Yep, gotcha, brother. Well, that's what we'll be watching for. If we lose you, we'll know what happened.
Yep.
So hopefully it don't go out during your segment.
I know, really.
But if it does, we know you'll be back. We'll stall. All right. Well, Dennis, thank you, brother, for being here as always, man.
Thank you,
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Oh, John Hunt's in the chat room. So, John, maybe you could send Dennis your address.
Yeah, send it to me.
And I think Brian James is in there, too. Oh, Brian James.
Both send me your address
in there. Both you guys message Dennis with your addresses. Very cool, and he will get them out to you.
Yep, I'll get it packed up tonight and shipped out in the morning.
Okay, Brian asked, what kind of cam is this? Explain it to him again, Dennis.
All right, this is it's like a GoPro, except it's better than a GoPro. It's got 4K, it's got Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 1080p. It's really cool.
See?
It's got the waterproof case on it. It's got all kinds of accessories. Yeah, it's really,
cool.
Really cool.
It's cool. And the pinpointer is really cool, too. And
oh, my God, yeah.
So, John, Brian, send him your addresses, and he'll get that out to you. And post a picture of it so we can see it. And it'll be cool. It will be. Enjoy those awesome prizes. Thank you again, Dennis.
We're still waiting on pictures from the winner of that.
I know.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, for the raffle?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah, right.
I just got John, so John just sent me his address.
Nice. So
We also want to announce Bob Drake is having a Prospector, giveaway?
Oh, it's kind of a raffle.
The raffle? Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We have that posted already?
Yes, it is posted. A GPS fundraiser by our friend and member Bob Drake. He's put up some pay dirt with 2.5 grams of gold in it, right? 4 silver dimes, I believe. And then I threw in an old silver dollar, and I think somebody else might be throwing something really cool in too. So better keep an eye on that post and see. It's donations of $5 per ticket, I believe, and 5 for $25 is what we did last time. And we want to thank Bob Drake for doing this. He came up with it. He contacted me. He wanted to do something to help raise some funds for the site, and so thank you, Bob. We really appreciate it. So if you want in on that, read the post. It's there on the main page, and jump in. It's very cool. And
if not, it's right to the left where it says forum. It says GPS fundraiser.
Yep.
All you got to do is hit the donate button and donate, and it'll put you in.
Simple. Right? Very cool. Thank you, Rich, for reminding me of that. So what we're going to do then, we'll take us a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be back with Rich Cooley and Cooley's Corner.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight, and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit DirtHogPayDirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. DirtHogPayDirt.com, the best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
Welcome to Cooley's Corner. Join Rich Cooley as he talks about equipment, new products, and so much more for all us prospectors and treasure hunters. Here's Rich.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Cooley's Corner. Tonight we're going to go with part 3. It still has to do with gold. We're actually going to start talking about equipment now. Still have probably maybe part 4, part 5. I don't know. This is a long series. And we're going to be talking about different stuff every week just to try to keep it going. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about equipment. First off, we're going to talk about setting your sluice up correctly in your proper flow. Perfect setup will depend on the specific model and the style of the sluice box that you are using. But in general, the requirements are similar. You need to have a decent flow of water that will move the material over the riffles. Enough flow that lighter materials will move out of the sluice and be discharged out the back. Excuse me. Remember that you want to do some sampling with a gold pan before you bother to set up your sluice. Proper sampling will ensure that you are working in a productive area and with enough to go justify using the sluice box. If you haven't ever used a sluice before, then it will take a little trial and error to get it going right. Set the sluice up so the water flows through the box. I have a hard time doing this, I'll tell you. Darth always has to bail me out when I use sluice. I don't have the patience to get the rocks up at the right length and everything. If the stream has limited water flow, then you might need to move around a bit to find a good spot. Ideally, the spot you choose will be relatively shallow so that you only have an inch or so water running over the riffles. In streams with limited flow, this will be probably required that you arrange the rocks in a V shape at the head of the box to channel more water into the head of the sluice. Use a few heavier rocks to lock the box in the stream channel. You want the sluice to be relatively flat, but with just a slight downward angle. This will help move lighter material and stuff out of the box, but you don't want much angle. Just an inch or two higher on the head than at the back of the box will work just fine in most instances. Again, the proper adjustments will depend on the water flow. You want the speed of the water running through the sluice to be just enough, but not too fast. If the flow is too fast, you will definitely lose fine gold. If it's too slow, the riffles will get clogged up with sands and will also lose gold. So you need to find the optimum speed. Mm-hmm. This can definitely take some time testing and experience and figure out. Remember, it's alright to shovel gravel directly into the head of the sluice box, but for optional gold recovery, it would be recommended that you classify the material first to remove the big rocks. It will definitely help you capture more fine gold. Sluice boxes are really handy tools for gold prospecting. If you already have a gold pan, but you want to set up something that you move a little more material, then a sluice box is the way to go. They are still inexpensive, but they will increase your gold recovery. The best thing is in setting the box up, you want to have a V shape basically of the water. Up at the flare there, you'll see the water is almost like shapes a V. That kind of means you got good water flow there. That's a telltale sign. Use special low flow type sluices for low flow creeks. There are specially designed sluice boxes that are used specifically for capturing fine gold in the creeks that have low flow rates. These are ideal for some areas. Most gold-bearing creeks and rivers have a fairly fast flow, and therefore a normal sluice box is ideal. However, many creeks in the Midwest and eastern U.S. have very low flow speed because of the flat terrain. Late summer will often result in stream flows that are too slow also. And an average sluice box will perform poorly in these creeks because the flow of the water is not sufficient enough to separate the lighter sands from the heavies. The riffles will quickly become clogged with sand and gravels. Using one of the specially designed sluice boxes like I know of McCurk and Bazooka Gold Trap and fluid bed sluices. Anybody else got any ideas?
I'm listening. Don't forget spikes.
Yeah,
the drop riffle. Okay, spike strike.
Yeah, spike strikes.
Yeah, drop riffle.
Like
That's a drop riffle. Yep.
Yeah, any kind of drop riffle sluice would be good for these.
Mm-hmm.
Combined with carefully classifying your material and will aid in the optimal recovery of fine gold. Talk to a local prospector in the area or prospector shops if they're available. They probably tried many different types of equipment and determine what works best for your area. Use newer matting for better recovery. The mining equipment used today is actually very similar to what the old timers used during the early rush. The general concept of gravity separation of gold has not changed, but there have definitely been some advancements over the years with modern prospectors recover a lot of gold. One advance is the great choices of matting. that you can use to line your sluice boxes, whether in a normal sluice, high banker, or dredge. When prospectors first started adding matting to their sluice boxes, they used carpeting. And I heard some that used burlap sacks.
Yeah.
And then they started using miner moss.
Mm-hmm.
This increased the recovery rates of fine gold significantly. There are highly specified mattings that do an exceptional job increasing recovery rates, particularly with fine gold. The added cost of the specialized matting material will pay itself back with increase of gold production. Everyone is different from the mat they choose. Each is their own is my famous saying, because everybody has their own style and likes different equipment.
Sure.
Use a dry washer to work isolated gold sources. If you prospect in the Southwest, then I'm sure you realize that water is limited. There are some exceptionally rich mining areas in Arizona, California, Nevada, and New Mexico that just don't have water at all. Mm-hmm. The gold is still there, but the gold pans and sluice boxes are not going to cut it. Metal detectors work well in the desert for finding gold nuggets, but when gold is fine textured, something else is needed to capture the gold. This is when the dry washer is in use. Dry washers look a lot like a high banker with an elevated sluice box that you can shovel gravel into directly. However, unlike the high banker, there is no water involved. The tool for the desert prospectors. Instead of water, the dry washer uses air pressure and vibration to separate gold and black sands from the lighter gravels. Power can come from a generator or a battery or your foot by pumping it, or there are simple hand crank models also, just like the earlier prospectors used. Both will work just fine. Materials that you put in the dry washer need to be totally dry. If it is damp at all, then it will perform poorly. Soils will clump together, looking up fine gold. Let's see, this is why the dry washers are rarely used in wetter climates like Oregon, Idaho, Montana. Even in the heat of the summer, soils are usually too wet to process with a dry washer. And even Arizona, how about it, Shad? We found that out. Some of the areas out there we were in Arizona, it was moist.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Moist.
So you're better off using more traditional methods. If the soil is at all damp, then it's best to dig out your material and spread it out in a thin layer to expose it in the sun, and come back in a day or two or a couple hours when everything is dried out to process it through the dry washer. If you get a dry washer set up correctly, you can recover some really nice gold. Some people just shovel directly in the head of the dry washer. Others prefer to classify into the buckets. Most commercial dry washers are set up with a grizzly that require large rocks that remove large rocks as you shovel into it. Always use a sensitive metal detector like Gold Bug 2, for example, to scan your dry wash tailings. Even under the best circumstances, dry washers will lose some gold, and a quick scan with the metal detector will often produce a nugget or two. Use bigger equipment to process more gold. Once you have sampled an area and located a rich gold deposit, you should try to process as much material as possible. Gold pans and sluice boxes are great for small-scale prospecting, but if you really want to start finding good qualities of gold, you should try to use larger mining equipment. This is one simple to understand. The more gold-bearing material you process, the more gold you're going to recover. Equipment that can process lots of gravel will result in more gold. That's why we always say when we go out there, dig as much material as you can, find as much material you can, and process it later.
Mm-hmm.
What I try to do is I try to process some of it there, at least classify it down to 1/8 inch, and then I bring it home.
Right.
Because, carrying 5 gallons of buckets and loads of buckets home is kind of a pain, and then you mess with it here. So I usually classify it to 1/8 inch. I bring it home, run it through my cleanup sluice, and then I classify it again and pan out.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Bring a kid with you. Gold prospecting is a lot more fun when you have a good people around you. Next time you venture out in the hills, take a kid out with you. Good panning is a fun activity for the whole family and a great way to get kids out of the house and interested in the outdoors. Using a suction dredge. For serious placer miner operations, a suction dredge is the best tool to process a large amount of material from the riverbed as quickly as possible. Mm-hmm. Dredges have a learning curve to operate efficiently. But when you figure out how to use them properly, you will find that they are the best way to get most of the gold in the least amount of time. The dredge basically vacuums up the gravel from the bottom of the creek or river. Divers use wetsuits and snorkels to go underwater and recover the gold. In a small creek during the summer, the prospector might just use a simple snorkel and wear shorts and a t-shirt. On a large river, divers will use full scuba gear and wetsuits to go deep underwater for hours at a time. The operator uses a hose to suck up material directly off the bottom of the river, which is pulled up to a floating sluice box. There are various different styles of suction dredges, much like a standard sluice. The operator can experiment with different setups to achieve optimal gold recovery. Material is pulled off the river bottom, up through the hose, over the sluice, and then out the back to fall back into the river. This means that nothing is actually removed from the river except the gold that is captured in the box, and of course your mercury and your lead. Although suction dredges have material impact on the river system, misinformation is causing dredging to be seriously restricted and even banned completely in many states. This is unfortunate because the modern suction dredge has minimal effort on the river ecosystem and is simply the best way to mine gravels for a riverbed. Using a high banker. High bankers are good tools for a small-scale placer miner also, although they require more physical labor to operate than a suction dredge. They can still process a good amount of material grabbers manually shoveled into it. High bankers are portable, but less so than an average sluice box because they include a pump and other gear to make it operate. It is still possible to pack them into remote locations, but they are heavier and it will take more work than just a sluice box. Plus you have all the gear. The operation of high banker is relatively simple. Basically it's a power sluice which pumps water from the river to push water over the riffles. Getting the proper flow takes some trial and error, just like a basic sluice box. You want enough water running through the box so that all the fine material runs through and is discarded out the back. While retaining the heavier materials, gold, garnets, black sands in the head of the sluice. Most of the gold that you recover from your operation should be caught in the first few riffles. Mm-hmm. That's the basic saying we've always been saying. You know, I always want my gold in the first 2 feet of the box. That way I know it's working correctly, and if it's not, then I do adjustments to make it happen. Mm-hmm. If you are noticing the gold particles are accumulating far past the midway in the sluice, then you should experiment with slightly less water flow or adjusting the pitch of the high banker. May also be needed to attain optimal gold recovery. Some maintenance is needed to keep a high banker going. Gravel will pile up the back end of the sluice, so you constantly need to remove the tailings. Classify the material that you put in the high banker will increase fine gold recovery. Most high bankers have a grizzly, though, set up at the head, which will remove the larger rocks as you shovel it in. The real benefit of the high bankers is that you can maintain mine material that is some distance away from the water. Sometimes there are ancient river channels in a short distance above the current river channel that is actually richer with gold than the river itself. You can set up the high banker right next to the exposed river channel and feed it right where you are digging. Just keep in mind the higher your equipment is set above the water that you are pumping from, the more your pump will have to work, the more fuel you will burn, and your equipment will wear out sooner. High bankers are a good option for working areas that are some distance away from the water. They allow you to mine a decent amount of gravel in a long time digging. Using gold vacuums to clean the cracks and washes. Now we're back in dry washing again. Did you know that vacuums can be used for mine for gold in arid environments? They are a great option for replacing places where traditional mining equipment like pans and sluices just don't work. They're basically just a shop vac that is set up to be carried on your back or portable. The concept is the same with the suction dredge, except the gold vacuums work best when the ground is very dry. You simply walk up a dry wash and vacuum the bedrock, collecting gravel as you go. To work efficiently, you need to use it directly on the bedrock. You will need to remove the overburden first, which generally contains very little or no gold. When you get down to bedrock, then the vacuum can be put into action. They do an awesome job of cleaning bedrock cracks and working for more quickly and efficiently than standard crevicing. However, there will be some times when compact dirt and calcite will lock up the golden cracks. Most of the time it still works well to have a tool like a bent screwdriver or crevicer. Then you can open up the cracks and vacuum in to get the best recovery. One of the best ways to find a good place to use the gold vacuum is first locate a good area by using a metal detector. Once you've found a nugget or two or some other material, then you slow down and work the area more carefully, knowing the gold is present. The metal detector will find bigger pieces of gold at the surface. By running the gold vac, will likely pick up the fine gold that you miss if you only use a metal detector. Desert prospectors are limited in the types of equipment that you can use, so it's nice to have another option of your arsenal. It would be recommended special gold vacuum to any desert gold prospector. You can buy them, but they're also pretty simple to build yourself. Standard 5-gallon bucket, small generator, and a pack frame. Search for gold deposits above work placers. We're not really going to get into that too much. Dig in natural areas where the gold would settle. This is basic stuff, but despite the well-known fact that gold accumulates in certain areas because it's heavy, there's still lots of beginners who don't spend time thinking about where to dig for gold. They would just dig anywhere along a gravel bar except to find gold. Gold concentrate in pay streaks are the inside bends of waterways. These are the areas that water speeds slow down and gold particles that are moving downstream will eventually drop and fall out and settle in the gravel. These pay streaks can be tricky to locate sometimes and don't always follow an exact line that you might expect them to. Experience helps gold with all accumulate behind large boulders and other structures. Anything in the water that creates some slack of water will cause gold to slow and settle. The gold will then work its way down into the gravel and down into the bedrock, where it usually stays until there's an extreme high water event that moves it, or a prospector comes along and finds it. So there we go for this week.
Cool.
Long, but it was pretty much a lot of information that we always want to talk about prospecting.
Pretty cool. I like it,
areas.
Rich. Thank you, brother. Very interesting. So is this the last of this, or is there going to be a part 4?
Oh, there's part 4, part 5, probably.
Oh, nice. I like it.
Yeah, I found a good website that had a whole bunch of tips and stuff on, so that's what I'm using.
Oh, okay. I liked it a lot. Yeah, very cool. Thank you. Thank you, Rich, as always. Very cool. So let me go down.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, I did. I always do. I just kick back and try to just absorb it, you know?
Well, it gives you a lot of reminders of stuff that you don't think about.
Oh, it does.
And if you're a new prospector and you don't know what dredging is or how to set up a sluice or something like that, you know, it kind of familiar yourself with it.
Oh, it is. It's perfect, especially like if we get a new listener that hasn't prospected and they're wanting to, and that kind of helps them. That's why I think that's very interesting, you know? Very, very interesting. So,
and the basic key is you got to have the right equipment.
It is, yeah.
You know, for the area that you're prospecting. If you're in an area that has fast water, then you shouldn't be using a slower sluice, you know?
Oh, I agree. You know,
so or the opposite. You're in lower water, you know, you need to have a low flow type sluice.
Mm-hmm. And it just, to me, it helps people realize, you know, think that if you've never prospected, don't run out and buy a 4-inch dredge first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some people do.
I know. I do. I know. And it's this, and then it's like, and they don't find no gold, and they think that that's just the way it is. So that's like,
you know, I started with a 2-inch, and I'm just going to stick with it.
Right, but you didn't start with that. You started with a pan and a suction, hand suction tube. You moved your way up to a dredge. Like, smart thing to do. You started out and worked your way. Once you realized you loved it, you could find gold.
I have you to thank for that.
Right.
Yeah, I went from a 2.5 to a 4-inch. So.
Right. But, I mean, we all pretty much started with a pan and probably a garden trowel and then we bought a sluice box, and then maybe a high banker, and then a dredge, and it's because we loved it. But there's people out there that just jump right in and with both feet by a big dredge and can't find a speck of gold, and they're discouraged, and so
not to mention it is really heavy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You got to haul all your gear back in. When you're carrying a high banker, then it's the high banker, then it's the rack to put it on, then it's the pump, then it's the hoses, then
right.
The dredge. I mean, if you can at least drag it down and put it in the water, and you put everything on the dredge and float it where you need it.
Yep. So any first-timers that are listening and you're thinking about it, want to get your family involved, just get a couple pans and just get out there. And
I'm actually working on some, I know we've seen those floating trays before.
Yeah.
Now you take PVC pipe and you put the noodles around them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm designed one now. It's a big one. And I'm going to have my black masonry tub to sit in it. And I'm going to chain it when I do a clean out, it's going to be hooked to the front of my dredge and slide underneath. That way, when I do a clean out, I won't have to worry about it sinking with the weight of the material in it.
Oh, cool. Well,
Can you design one for me?
Can I design one for you?
Yeah, for my little dredge.
Yeah, you're going to use the regular black masonry tubs?
Yeah, that's what we use.
Ah, very cool.
Get some more noodles.
Noodles. You just need pool noodles.
Yeah, I'm using the big ones now. I've actually made a couple with the smaller noodles, and I haven't really tried it to see if the smaller ones work. But I just figured I'll make one with the big noodles, and I think it would probably be better because you have a lot more material to hold. You know what I mean?
Oh, sweet! I think it's.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill holes in the masonry tub, and then have a little piece of chain coming off up to it, to hook it on my dredge to adjust it to pull it back underneath the dredge to hold it in place so it don't float away.
Oh, wow, yeah, definitely, because that is such a pain when you're trying to do a clean out and the water's a little...
Well, you just hook it right underneath and you hook your dog chain through it, hook it up, wash all the material goes into your tub, and then you get it from there.
Mm-hmm. Pretty neat.
Right, it's on my wish list.
It's on there. Got to see a picture of this when it's done.
Yeah, I'll have to take a picture and post it on there. I got one of them done, but I guess I'll try to make some more. I got to get more material.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
When you come to Ohio again, Rich?
What's that?
When are you going to come to Ohio?
Oh, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
I'm going to hit Virginia definitely this year a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Dart's going to start out going down there and hit some areas. And
well, heck yeah.
I don't know if we'll make it out this month or not. I'd really like to try, but the past couple weekends I got coming up, I got stuff going on. So I'm definitely going next month. I'll be down.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it's summertime. It's probably better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. Well, it's just start. Excuse me, it's season, so plenty of time.
Too cold. It was still too cold to be in the water.
Oh, yeah. Right.
One other thing we want to announce is if you have an area that might be interested to do Cronin's Club outing, please contact Tim or Shad.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Rich. I forgot about that.
We're still looking for ares that we can, even if it's West Coast, maybe we can work something out with Swifty.
Mm-hmm.
If we have one out there, maybe Swifty or maybe one or two of us can fly out. Maybe we'll see.
Right.
But Swifty can head that. If you have an area that you think will be good to have, 30, 40 people, then
let us know.
Let them know.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Or, if somewhere mid-state like Georgia or something, let us know.
Wherever,
yeah, let us know. We're open to all ideas, that's for sure. So just contact us and let us know. And we'd love to hear about it, that's for sure. All right, cool. Rich, what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be back with Lost Treasures with Dennis Dayton. We'll be right back, everybody.
If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more at goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. Tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. Goldprospectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at goldprospectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at goldprospectorspace.com. goldprospectorspace.com.
Just stopped by on my way home to show you all my gold.
You've been digging into some Jimbo's gold pay dirt.
Yeah, Jimbo's Gold made me a hero.
Huh?
Got an amazing idea and supplies on sale from Jimbo's website. With bad weather, bored kids, and stressed wife, I threw a panning party for the kids and their friends. All the moms got a break, kids had a blast. Hero.
Happy kids, happy wife, great gold. That's why Jimbo's Gold is always my first choice.
Did you teach panning or share your prospecting knowledge? Then you are our hero. Tell us your story for a chance to receive a hero's reward at www.jimbosgold.com/hero.
All right, everybody, it's time for the Indiana Gold Hunter himself and Lost Treasures. Take it away, Dennis.
Good intro. I like that one. Anyway, all right. What we have is more than just potatoes buried in Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
We got some good lost treasures here. We're gonna give. Let's see. How do I start this out here? We're gonna go with a little bit of general information about it before I get into the lost treasures. Idaho remains a popular destination for scores of modern-day prospectors. Significant amounts of gold still are being found in many of the northern and central parts of the sparsely populated state. Some of Idaho's more remote areas offers a unique combination of rugged scenic grandeur and the potential for rich golden pockets. And with that said, we're going to jump right into some of the lost treasures in that state. We're going to start out in Ada County. The body of a man who held up a stagecoach for $30,000 in gold and silver coins was found outside of the cave where he had hidden the money. It's about 25 miles southwest of Boise by the Kuna River. Okay. So that is
the Kuna Kuna River.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
In Adams County, on the banks of Gooseneck Creek near Flat Rock, a prospector found enough diamonds to fill 2 bushels. He marked the area, but a flood came through and took out all of his markers. He sold the diamonds he had for $1,000, and the diamonds were never resold, and the diamonds were resold for $25,000. This was in the late 1800s at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, can you imagine that?
2 bushels.
Yeah,
that almost sounds impossible, don't it? That's a lot of diamonds.
Well, I mean, can you imagine selling the diamonds for $1,000 and someone resold them for $25,000, and then
that still ain't enough.
Well, then you put a marker, and then you can't find them, and
oh my God, that's just crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, that's
Jesus,
really. All right, in Bangkok County, or Bannock. I'm sorry. Look at there. I'm already starting on my tongue twisters here.
Here we go. Brought to you by the letter 4.
Here, Fort Cannon, south of Pocatello, off US 15, $110,000 in gold is buried, and that's it. That's all they tell about that lost treasure.
It?
Right, but another one. There's 2 more in this county.
Okay.
A prospector in the 1890s actually accidentally found a large number of diamonds on the banks of Goose Creek near Flat Rock between McCall and New Meadows. He claimed that he filled 2 bushel baskets with stones. Wait a minute, this is another one. Buried them in the same area, but yeah. Why do they got the same one in Bannock as they do in Adams?
Yeah, that's kind of odd, ain't it?
Yeah. See, you got two people, so now they're putting you on a goose.
Wild goose chase.
Wild goose chase. I'm going to skip that one. I'm not going to read it again.
All right.
Also in the same county, loot from a number of robberies is believed to be hidden in the area of the holdups in Portneuf Canyon, southeast of Pocatello. Miners traveled and stagecoaches were all robbed here by bandits and highwaymen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Let's go with and Camas Creek. 3 bandits were involved in the holdup of a Jefferson County station. While 2 of the 3 were killed in the ensuing scuffle, the third escaped with the loot. The man was eventually caught and thrown into prison, where in 1909 he drew a map for a fellow inmate who was to be released.
Mm-hmm.
Under claims of, quote, digging an irrigation canal, unquote, the man turned up nearly every stone in the county, but the $50,000 was never found.
Oh, okay. Another one.
Yes, another good one. See, in McCammon, perhaps the most hunted for treasure in Idaho history. The story, once again, of the Portneuf gold dates back to 1865, well before Idaho was a state or territory, when the lawlessness was rampant. But the biggest criminals at the time were also Ada County's first sheriff, Big Dave Updike, gangster-like and sworn in under rigged circumstances. Updike's activities are well studied, especially his robbery of the Portneuf stage. Supposedly, the gold bars were on their way to Salt Lake City. A haul that was worth around $80,000 today could be worth as much as $4 million.
Oh, wow.
Updike's accomplices were hanged for various other crimes in the Northwest, but Updike was sought after by the local Payette vigilantes. When found, the gold was nowhere to be found, and presumably the criminal had become the victim of his own robbery. The loot is thought to be buried in the area, and no shortage of Idahoans can be seen on any given day searching in vain for this lost haul. So they are...
They're still looking.
Still looking.
Still looking.
We have one here at Priest Lake. In 1888, after great success panning in Bonner County, a local prospector was on his way to cash in his gold when his mules died after eating poisoned weeds. Unable to carry the haul on his own, he buried the majority of the gold a few miles from the lake, along with the remains of his mules, and finished his journey. However, when he returned to recover his hidden catch, he never could find the exact location again.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine that? Now, there's a place to take a metal detector.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it.
Oh, I love it. In Cassia County, the feuds between Idaho shepherders and cattlemen, called the Range Wars or the Sheep Wars, in the late 1800s, represent a violent turning point in Idaho history that culminated in murder near Deep Creek. Local legends around with stories of hidden stashes which individuals would bury in an attempt to protect their values from any onslaught from a rival. Most of these caches are said to be hidden near Deep Creek, with one treasure in particular being valued at over $20,000.
Wow. Okay.
So, and it's what's really cool is I'm sitting there, I get to look at these pictures that they're talking about, and the place is absolutely beautiful.
Cool.
Next, we're going to go to Robbers Gulch. Well, that's a beautiful place, that river. Not too far from Whitebird, just along the Salmon River, is a place known locally as Robbers Gulch. More than a century ago, outlaws were held up a stage carrying close to $75,000 in miners' gold and hid it there among the rocks to ease their passage on the Seven Devils. Unfortunately, a law-keeping posse caught up with them, and the band of thieves were killed before the cache's whereabouts were revealed.
Okay.
Okay, in Rogerston, Yeah, Rogerson. Rogerson. I'll get it right. I'll say it
Close
5
enough.
times, and one of them will be right.
It's close.
Also, in 1888, an outlaw acting alone robbed the Jarbidge, Idaho stage near the site of the present-day Salmon Dam. The man was later found dead. However, with the gold nowhere to be found, a bloody fingerprint and a single bullet wound to the head eventually led authorities to the man who had taken justice into his own hands.
Mm-hmm.
But the search for the stolen loot was never brought to a conclusion. Local legend has it that the outlaw buried the strong box of gold somewhere on the east side of Brown's Bench, a large flat mesa about 15 miles west of Rogerson, Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be another good one. And Grangerville, I've heard of that one. Let's see. There's not much doubt that prospector turned tavern owner David Levy had a catch stored in a metal strongbox. First-hand accounts described when the workmen were pulling a walkway in near his house in Boise. He had them lift a section of it so he could retrieve a pot of gold he had hidden underneath. When Levy was murdered in 1902, no gold or other money was found in his estate. The people there speculated that Levy had moved his catch back out to his old cabin outside Grangerville, but the loot was never found.
Ooh.
So
Interesting.
very interesting. We're going to move to Fremont County.
Okay.
A group of Indians in the 1880s robbed 2 wagons of $2 million in gold bars.
Mm-hmm.
2 hours later, the United States Cavalry found and killed the Indians.
Okay.
But not before they were able to hide the gold. The empty wagons were found in a ravine on the north shore of Buffalo Creek in the northern part of the Targhee Forest. I don't know how you pronounce that. Targhee?
Buddy, I have no clue.
Targhee. Shad? Kathleen?
Targhee.
No.
Targhee.
T-H-R.
Tar.
What was it? T-H-R what?
T-A-R.
Tar.
Tar.
G-H-E-E.
Targhee.
Tari. I'm going with Tari.
You're going with Tari? I'm going with
Tari.
I'm going to go with Targhee.
Targhee. I'm going with Targhee.
I'm going to go with Kathleen.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Kathleen.
All right, cool. Targhee.
Yeah, but emphasize the he part on the end.
Targhee.
Oh my gosh. Don't get me in trouble, Chad.
Targhee.
All right. Also in Fremont County, of course, it doesn't say how much, but a catch of gold bars is reportedly buried on Sawtella Park near Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no more information on that.
Okay.
I think I'm going to jot that down and see if I can find some more information on that. In Gem County, honeycomb gold has been found in the drainage of Squaw Creek near the town of Sweet. Can you imagine living in the town of Sweet? And you say, hey, where you from? Sweet!
Sweet.
Anyway.
That's
The original source of the gold has never been found. So, isn't that sweet?
That's sweet. I'm from Sweet County.
Okay, we have in Idaho County, in the Pioneer Mining area, a catch of gold worth about $300,000 was buried somewhere north of Warren, and that's it. Can you believe it? That's it. That's all they're going to. They probably got more about it, but not going to say.
Not going to share that info.
Right. No, that's another one I'm going to dig into. Maybe I can have more in-depth stuff on it.
That's right. Maybe.
Let's see. We're going to have in, oh boy, it kind of sounds like Coy, but it's Kootenai County?
Kootenai.
Kootenai?
I don't know. Sounds right.
Kootenai.
Can you spell that again?
Koo.
Koo.
Ten.
AI.
Kootenai.
Kootenai.
Kootenai. Kootenai.
All right, Kootenai
Sounds right.
County. In the early 1900s, a superstitious miser hermit lived in a shack near the present-day Bayview Highway outside of Athol. A second cabin was built a quarter mile due north of the first location where he died. His hoard of money was never found and believe it's buried somewhere between his first and second cabin.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a great place to go metal detect. Mm-hmm. Man, I want to get out with you guys and go metal detect somewhere in one of these places.
We have
somewhere in Ohio. There's a lot of them in Ohio that would be really cool to do. But in Latah County, the Lost Robinson Gold Mine, somewhere in the area 25 to 30 miles above the mouth of the North Fork and near the mouth of Cranberry Creek.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one I got to write down. There's no more information about that. Like who, what, where, how much.
No.
Let's see. Let's move to. Oh boy, here's another one. Oihee County.
Oihee
County. The owner of a ranch who died in 1897 told of a treasure he buried. On his deathbed, he told family that he had buried more than $100,000 in gold near his house.
Mm-hmm.
The ranch was on the East Fork of Battle River.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of makes you wonder.
Yeah.
Generations that you can talk to that maybe give you some information on that.
Right. You never know. This you don't
know.
Also,
I know. But also in Oihee County. Prospector Samuel Wilson found a deposit of raw diamonds in 1865. Man, you're finding a lot of diamonds there in that place.
Around that area. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. It, somewhere in the area about 20 miles south of the Snake River Ferry. When the famous brother Jonathan sank in 1865, Wilson drowned, and the exact location of his discovery was never found. This site is along Sinker Creek in the gulch, later known as Diamond Gulch.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, I tell you what, there must have been some kind of something there with
lots of diamonds.
Yeah, going through Idaho. Hey, you know what? If I found diamonds instead of gold, I'd be happy with that too.
They'd be looking for them, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And now I'm certain to know that.
Oh yeah,
and I found a diamond crevicing, but it's quartz.
Oh, darn!
It was so cool looking.
Oh,
I kept it.
I was gonna say, I hope you saved it.
Yeah, put it in a ring and just say it's a diamond anyway.
It's a diamond. It's a diamond.
I put all the pretty rocks I find in my waders. In the pocket.
Oh. What's funny was she found them from last year.
No, they're still rocks from last year.
Oh my God, that's bad.
Well, just a quick note, Kathleen. Do you guys have a rock tumbler?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. But the last one that I have in Idaho here is in Twin Falls County.
Twin Falls County.
A rich gold in quartz vein was discovered by a deer hunter who became lost in a snowstorm somewhere between the 3rd and 5th forks of Rock Creek near Twin Falls.
Mm-hmm.
After finding out the value of his discovery, he was unable to locate the overhanging cliff and the gold ledge.
Oh, okay. So it's out there somewhere.
It's out there somewhere, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we have in Lost Treasures.
Lost Treasures with
in Idaho.
Dayton in Idaho this week. Very
and
cool.
Just to let everybody know, if there was any lost treasures on the South Fork Clearwater River close to my claims, I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh, that's how we're going to be.
No, I'm just
It's all good. It's all good. But now you got to look for diamonds while you're out there, too. You know?
Oh, yeah. Nah. I'm not going to worry about diamonds. I'm just going to get the dredge in and hopefully hit some good gold because, like I said, I've been emailing Shannon and he emailed me back and he told me exactly where to go on my claim where the good gold is. So,
cool.
You know, I'd be happy if I could get a pound of gold.
Is it by the rocks?
Yeah, it's by the rocks.
Yes, it's right beside the rock.
In the river.
Pile of rocks.
It's in the river beside those rocks.
A pile of rocks where a road splits.
You should be able to find it. No problem. Right? Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you, Dennis. We appreciate that, man. Very cool. Now, real quick, before we wrap up for tonight, we got our Crony giveaway winner for that really cool Crony Club beanie, limited edition Crony Club beanies. They're
signed by Tim Grimes.
Yeah, signed by me, and in black ink on a black hat. So you have to look very closely for that signature. See if you can find it. All right, so actually the winner of this month's Crony Club giveaway is none other than Ed Buhane. So congratulations, Ed Buhane.
Congrats, Ed.
We'll be sending you
God, that man is lucky.
Why did he just... Good Lord.
You better go buy a lottery ticket, Ed.
Yeah.
No kidding.
He needs to.
Yeah, he actually...
Ed who?
Ed Buhane.
A.K.A. HD Shovel Ed.
HD Shovel Ed Buhane, congratulations. You get to wear a Crony Club beanie while you're out digging. So, very cool. Very, very cool. Man, so, once again, thanks again to Bob Drake for doing this special fundraiser for the site.
Yeah,
very
awesome.
cool.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you again, Bob, for that. So, everybody check that out. Razor, thank you for participating. And... I'm trying to think. What else am I forgetting? Oh, did you guys check out the Swiftwater pictures?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see what Joe posted?
No.
Oh, we're getting down. I got to get my... Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
See?
What?
Look at it. You got to go on this.
That's a conus.
Our buddy Joe.
Oh, no.
Oh,
he
yeah.
comes up with good stuff anyway.
Yes, did you see that? Did you see that?
Awesome.
Interesting.
Entries for that, aren't we?
That's right. We got all the way through, I think, what is it, April 24th, we announced the winner on that, so there's still time to get a gram of gold to dress up and take a picture like Swiftwater.
That was
or
amazing.
just make fun of them somehow in some picture.
I tell you what, I think the unedited picture of what's his name? You know when he sent us the picture, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
he needs to put that on there. That needs to be one of them.
I know. It
was absolutely priceless and true and funny.
It was. It really, truly, truly was.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Too funny. You know? But yeah, Joe, good job. I couldn't believe that. We got anything for messing with Swiftwater this week?
Well, we always need to be messing with Swiftwater for one.
Yes, we do.
I mean, that should be daily, not weekly.
Yes, it should be. But do we have anything? Did he do anything this week?
I don't know.
He always does.
Yeah, he was talking at his camper, but I didn't listen to it. So
Gotta be something. Got to be thing.
What is that necklace?
Oh my
he's
gosh,
wearing?
he's wearing this.
It's got an eagle head necklace.
All right, something with a necklace then. That's
my goodness.
Wait a minute.
He just took a swig of his Natty Light or ice. No. What does he drink? Keystone. Keystone Ice.
Oh wait, Keystone. Keystone Light. Didn't they have a guy?
Yeah, I showed him that one, making fun of him.
Oh crap! Okay.
He was all proud of his pyramid.
Look at all that gold, though. They're finding some good gold.
They are now. Yeah, they're getting on the gold now.
Oh, I can't wait to go to Arizona.
They got some big chunky pieces.
Oh, what do we got? Swiftwater. He just... Oh, I see that. He's got his Johnny Depp starter kit on. That's there. What the heck is that?
There's some ideas.
What is that, a bear claw?
No, it's an eagle head, I think.
Is that what it is? And what's he drinking? Yeah. Keystone Light? Got his Duck Dynasty glasses on, his Johnny Depp necklace, and he's drinking a Keystone Light. Keystone Light. What can we do with that? Oh my, there's just so much.
So much.
That is almost
way too much.
That's almost too
easy. You gotta
easy.
pick one and go with it, or it won't be funny.
That is almost too easy.
Do the necklace.
Do the necklace, yeah.
necklace.
I like the necklace thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta roll with that. Yeah. Oh, definitely. All right, cool. So that gives us something to work with. Nice, guys. I'm looking right now. I'm trying to find something just perfect for Scott.
We'll find it.
Yes, let's do that. All right, so we want to thank everybody again for tuning in tonight. And don't forget, mess with the Swiftwater. And congratulations to all of our winners, our patrons, and our cronies. And am I forgetting everything? Don't forget, check out our special raffle going on right now. And I think that's everything.
Don't forget the patron.
Wait a minute. That's right. That's what I said. Don't forget the patron. I'm heading down the hallway.
Good night, Gold Diggers.
We're out of here. Kathleen said it. Good night, Gold Diggers.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.